Hi guys and welcome to the channel Living Economics. Today our topic of discussion is something very interesting and important. It is also very familiar to all of you, yet most of the people don't know the economic explanation or reasoning behind it. So let us take a situation. Imagine you're riding a car and you need to refuel your car. However, you're not able to find a gas station nearby. You drive for quite a long time and then suddenly you come across 3 to 4 gas stations all together in the same location. Similar is the case that you're searching for restaurants and cafes and you come across a place where all the cafes and restaurants are located. So why does this happen? Why don't you find a gas station for 5 to 10 kilometers and then suddenly you come across 3 to 4 gas stations all together in the same location? Why don't these firms or shops spread out evenly so that they can gain more market share and more profits? Why does this happen? The answer to this question was given by an American statistician and economist named Harold Hotelling in 1929 in his paper Stability and Competition. He developed a theory called Hotelling's Law of Spatial Competition, also known as Hotelling's scheme. This theory helps us to estimate the strategic location of firms in the presence of minimum product differentiation and homogeneous distribution of customers. In today's video, we'll learn about this theory. We'll also see a diagrammatic explanation of this theory, numerical interpretation of this theory, and also talk about the criticisms and real life examples of this theory. So let's start with this simple explanation. So we'll try to understand the Hotelling's model using this ice cream beach scheme. There are few assumptions which we need to know before starting to get to know the scheme. The assumptions are there are only two vendors A and B. There is a beach which is 100-meter long and the customers are distributed evenly along the beach. Also we need to know that customers tend to go to that vendor who is located near to them. That means that if I am a customer and the vendor A is near me, I'll tend to go to vendor A and not B. Now in case say we see that both of the vendors are located at the extreme ends of the beach, which is 0 and 100. Now both A and B earn 50% of the market share. This might seem to be an optimal position, but we need to know that in economics individuals are profit maximizing in nature, and A will try to increase his profit and also B will try to increase his profits. Now in hope that A can earn more profits, A tries to move from this location to this location, which is 25, which we will know get to know about in case 2. So what happens in case 2 is that A moves from 0 to 25, and now the amount of market share which A earns is this entire region because customers are closer to A, and half of this region, that means somewhere between here. So A earns this entire region and this is earned by B. This is A, this is B. So now we see that A is earning around 62.5% of the market share and B is earning around 38% of the market share. Now B will try to increase his profits, seeing that A is doing better than him. So now B moves from his initial location to here, so that now we'll see what happens next is if B comes here. Now what will be the market share earned by B? The market share earned by B will be now this entire region, and the market share earned by A will be this entire region. Now we see that both of them again earn 50% and 50% of the market share. This dynamic nature and movement of the vendors continues until and unless they reach a stable equilibrium point. This stable equilibrium point in economics is called as the Nash equilibrium. Nash equilibrium is a equilibrium in which both of the players are in their optimal position or optimal decision, and they don't try to deviate from the decision because deviating will not help them gain more benefits or will affect their optimality. So the Nash equilibrium or the optimal location of beach vendors is said to be this region where and B, where both of the vendors locate exactly next to each other. So both of them earn. Now B earns 50% of this region and A earns 50% of this region. Both of the players are earning the maximum profits which they can, which is 50% and 50%, and they also do not have an incentive to deviate, because what will happen if A moves towards this region? If A comes here, A will earn lesser market share and B will earn a higher market share. So A does not have an incentive to move, neither does B have an incentive to move. So this is the optimal location where both of the vendors will locate their ice cream stalls, which is also the Nash equilibrium. If there are 4 players, we'll see that 2 players will occupy 1/4 and 2 players will occupy 3/4. So I hope you guys understood the Hoteling's model using the ice cream beach game which I just showed you. But we need to understand that in models there are assumptions, and with assumptions come criticisms. So the criticisms of the Hoteling's model are, first being that it cannot explain the strategic location of odd number of players. Rather, it can explain the location, but it needs very complex mathematics to explain the positions of 3 players or 5 players or 7 players or any odd number of players. Another criticism can be that it ignores personal bias of customers. That is, if I am the customer, I might prefer one company over the other company. For example, in the last game which we saw, there are 2 ice cream vendors, A and B, but according to my personal bias, I can be more inclined towards the ice cream sold by the company, the vendor A, and not by vendor B, even if the vendor A is strategically not located in a very profitable location. Another criticism can be it ignores product differentiation, which is not very true in the real life, because even if companies are very similar to each other, such as McDonald's and Burger King or BMW and Mercedes, their products are not exactly similar, but they have some amount of differences. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video and understood the topic, and if you did, go hit the like button and share this video with your friends and family, and also type in the comment box the new topics which you want to know. Thank you and have a nice day.